A few months back, a first-year apprentice asked me why he wasn't getting picked for the better tasks. He's been on the same crew for about 3 months, showing up on time, not complaining, trying really, really hard. He genuinely could not figure it out. So I went and I asked his foreman, and the foreman said 5 words that this guy had no idea that were following him around. He's always on his phone. That's it. Those 5 simple words. And the worst part is, he had no idea. Now, here's what I want you to say. He wasn't a bad worker. He wasn't lazy. He wasn't blowing off the job. He was just checking his phone in between the gaps. Kind of like most people do. And somehow, without meaning to, he let 5 words become his entire reputation. So this video really isn't about phones. It's about how the small things that you're doing right now are speaking for you before you even get a chance to speak for yourself. Now, here's what most people don't understand about how respect actually works on the job site. It doesn't disappear all at once. It actually leaks out quietly and slowly in very small moments. The way your eyes drop when there's a gap in the work, the way you respond when someone's mid-explanation, the way you carry yourself when nobody's directly watching you. Think about it from the foreman's side for a second. He's managing a crew. He's behind on a job, and he's got a million things demanding his attention all at once. When he looks at you, he's asking one simple question. And it's not, how skilled is this person? It is this person going to make my day harder, or is it going to make my day easier? Your phone is answering that question for you. Every single time you reach for it, you change somebody's viewpoint of you. Now, I want to be specific about what actually changes when that label actually sticks, because it's not dramatic. That's what makes it dangerous. You don't get called out. You don't get a warning. It's actually a lot more quieter than that. You stop getting taught the good stuff, because why walk someone through something in detail if they're not fully listening? You stop getting picked for the tasks that matter, because why put someone in a position that actually counts if you're not sure that they're locked in? You stop being someone that the crew actually invests in, and you might not notice for weeks, maybe months. I've seen good people spend a long time confused about why they're not moving forward, when the answer was sitting right there in their pocket the whole time. That's the part that gets me, because once that image is attached to you, cleaning it up takes way longer than building it in the first place. Now, I know what some of you are thinking right now. Come on, everybody uses their phone, even the experienced guys. You're right, they do. And I totally am guilty of using my phone as well. But here's the distinction that actually matters. If you're early in your career, pay close attention here. A respected worker reaching for their phone looks controlled. A new worker always reaching for it looks like a habit that they can't shake. One looks intentional, the other looks like the phone is running you. And that's what people are actually reacting to, not the phone itself. It's the pattern. Here's the part that I actually want to be honest about. Most phone use on the job, if you're real with yourself, isn't urgent. It's an escape. It's filling every quiet second, because being fully present can feel uncomfortable. I felt that. Most people have. But those quiet seconds on a job site, that's where a lot of the real learning actually happens. That's when you start noticing how experienced guys move. That's when you see how that things get set up before the obvious work actually starts. That's when you start picking up the rhythm. If you're filling all of that with your screen, you're cutting yourself off from growth, and you don't even know what you're missing. And beyond the learning, let's say the obvious thing as well. Job sites move fast. Instructions are always changing. Something shifts. You don't need a full scroll session for this to matter. One glance at the wrong moment, that's all it takes. So here's what I would actually tell you. Not never use your phone, because honestly, that is not realistic. One question before you reach for it. Is this actually necessary right now in this moment? Or am I just uncomfortable being present? That's it. Because a lot of the time, you'll catch yourself mid-reach and realize, oh, there's no reason. That's the moment. That's where the choice is. And here's the encouraging part. This one is very fixable, very fast. Unlike skill, which takes time, presence is something you can change starting tomorrow. You just need to be the person that people don't have to chase. The one who's already looking around when there's a gap. The one who steps in without being asked. The one that they do not have to repeat themselves to. That person also gets to move up. And it starts with what you do with your phone when nobody's directly watching. And the guy from the beginning of our video, after the conversation with me, he made one change. And that's all it took. One change. He started keeping his phone in his bag. Not as a rule someone gave him, as a decision that he made for himself. Within 2 weeks, his foreman had a completely different read on him. Same skills, same crew, same job, just different attention. It just took intention. Now, before you go, I'm genuinely curious about this. What do you think gets judged harder on a job site? Being on your phone too much? Showing up late? Or disappearing when cleanup starts? Drop it down in the comments below. I read every single one of them.